Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is the 5th of June 2023, and today I'm doing my first, I'd say, media interview for Trichotillomania since before lockdown. It's been a good 3-4 years. So this is huge. It's huge. Even if I say 2 sentences, for me this is massive. It's myself and somebody else who are speaking, so it's likely they're going to be the bulk, and then I'm just going to be the person that fills in any gaps, perhaps. Because not all of us say the same things, or feel the same, either. The way in which we talk about our condition, disorder, varies. And that's fine with me. I'm happy to be back up. And I agreed to this without really thinking it through, because my younger self would go, yes, yes, yes. Although I have done a lot of media in my history for Trichotillomania, that doesn't necessarily mean that I've agreed with everything I've done or felt comfortable when things have been published either. So just because someone asks you to do something doesn't mean you should do it, and also doesn't mean it's going to go well either. There's one radio interview I remember a couple of years ago where I came off just in shock at some of the stuff that was said at me and how it made me feel. It depends. Again, every interview is different. Depends what they want. Depends what their goals are. Depends who it is as well. Even a different interviewer can make such a difference. I know the ambulance is going. Anyway, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm in the waiting room. I'm waiting to be let in. It's also early in the morning, so my cat is going to be all over me, I can guarantee you. Hold on. There she is. Okay, here we go. Good morning. Well, the last time I spoke with you guys about this was 2016, and I sat in your studio absolutely bald. I know the radio listeners can't see me right now, but if you can on social media, I have a lot of hair. It's a bit misleading though, because then people think when they see me that I'm cured, but I still have bald patches around one side, and I have lots of hair that's growing back. And it was interesting listening to Matthew just now talk about lockdown. It was fascinating for a lot of people, because for people like myself, it was the first time we'd really been able to relax, not have to mask in front of other human beings, and not worry about being out in public. We could just be what we were, what we looked like. And for me, it enabled me to grow my hair. So over lockdown, my hair grew a couple of inches with no troubles at all. Yeah, I've tried everything under the sun, but it's different for everybody. So there's different reasons why somebody might pause. So what works for me might not work for somebody else and vice versa. I mean, some people respond well to counselling, talking through your feelings. Other people have found that antidepressants have helped, not specifically for trichotillomania, but that helps with other areas of life that can then have a knock-on effect with your trichotillomania. They use Tangle toys, fidget toys. Yeah, keep your hands occupied. But I think the biggest thing is not to try to, for me anyway, not to try to eradicate it. A lot of people try to fight it, to stop, like a hard stop. And if anything, that sort of makes it harder. And then you go into this cycle of shame and frustration. So many of us have gone down the route, we go down the pathway of just trying to work with it. So not getting too upset, just saying, hey, this is me. This is what I look like. Obviously there's darker times than others, but you are who you are. So never feel that you have to change who you are to fit in. Over time it gets easier, of course. Yeah, over time just accept it. You are who you are. Cool. Thank you. Bye. I mean, there was some acting there. I was nodding on purpose to try to engage. I didn't expect them to see me. So normally when I do radio, I do lots of like this and this and this. And I can sit and I can hold and dig in my fingers into my skin. So when they can see you, it takes different prep. I know my nails. See, my nails aren't done. Ooh. I have to prepare for visual meets. It was good to hear somebody else speak, but also interestingly, it's like they're at a different stage with their trichotillomania. And it's the same with me. So like the interviews I've done in my history have been at different points within my trichotillomania, so I have different opinions, or my experience from third parties, so to speak, has been different as well. Being 20 with my trichotillomania and being 30, 2 completely different things. It's not that I don't relate to my younger self, I do, but she's at a different point. I got in the big point, you shouldn't be ashamed for who you are. You are who you are. You don't have enough time to really go into depth about that, but yeah, don't be ashamed for who you are. You are who you are. And that doesn't just go for Trich either. There are some things in life you can sort of work on to get better, or try to make yourself a better human being. It's not a case of just staying the human being that you are, but there's some things within yourself that you shouldn't have to change, or you can't change. You are who you are. Okay, I probably have missed a lot of things out. Here is my cat. There we go. That's what I was worried she was going to do during the call. Yep. I can't catch up on my life in a couple of seconds since the last time I was on here, but in summary, this is new growth under here. It's catching up. The battle goes on. You just have to keep fighting it. I was also worried because this is my kayaking hair. I kayaked Saturday, Sunday, and I'm kayaking this evening, so I haven't washed my hair yet, so it's a mess. Thank goodness for big hairbands. Hello. Oh, goodness me. And I'm going to stop it there. Bye, everyone.